Yeah, good evening, everyone. My name is Sanjay Jain. I'm the director of Akhil Systems. We are a software company specialized in developing solutions and software for healthcare industry for the last 27 years. I'm fortunate to serve this industry for such a long period. It's almost more than 2 decades are there. 94, 95, we started this journey, and almost 2 decades, 20 years, we are serving. We have a large implementation base across India. More than 300 hospitals uses our HIS, and abroad around 15 countries across the world also uses our products. Uh, I would like to say thanks to Dr. Singh, Sachin and Sanjay for giving us the opportunity uh, to talk about how the technology will transform healthcare in next 20 years. I should say it's a very, very difficult topic. It's a very challenging one. I should confess that, because the way technology is moving, every couple of years we are finding the way we are living, it's get changed. We never imagined 20 years back we will be having everything on our mobile, whether Google Maps are there, no one is asking, we are going from place to another place is there. The way we operate, whether from buying vegetables to groceries to the airlines bookings, everything is automated one. You got Ola and Uber, very big example of technology, who doesn't own any car, but around the world people uses that. So what did happen? It happened through technology. In my early days, in my childhood, and in a young age, probably my father was a government servant. We were living in South Delhi at that moment, and during for healthcare for any problem, we used to go to nearby government dispensary, and where certain doctors were there. And we used I remember Dr. Datta was the most popular one, and we go there, and then he prescribed medications on a piece of paper. We carry the complete full papers file, all the lab reports, previous prescription. My father, unfortunately, was asthmatic patient, chronic asthmatic patient, so he used to carry that file. And once if the medicines are not available, we have to go to the subsidizing hospitals, and there we have to collect it. Even the government facilities, okay, or the I should say the treatment was very good, but the services were not there because of the reasons, because there is no other alternate was there. And thanks to Dr. Pratap Reddy in 1983, he's a visionary. He started the first corporate hospital in India by name of Apollo. Everyone knows about it. And then the history. All the new players have come. People have realized in private healthcare also it can be changed. So this 20 years a change in transformation has taken place. And then in our part, we were having DOS-based system. Then we moved to Windows. Then we have come to web, and today is a cloud technology. So it's almost 27 years or 25 years, around 5 or 6 times we have rewritten the product. New technology has come, and that's for us to come to the new era. So if you look at from that part, this is a slide which talks about the earlier stage. And then there's a beautiful hospital setups. Almost 5-star hospital setups have come across India. A lot of medical tourism take place, and we have got best of doctors, best of services, best of specialties. So all those have come. But unfortunately, I should confess that for the patient part or the integrated ecosystem, nothing happened. Still, we have to go to a hospital, and if we being referred or we feel we need to visit to another hospital, we don't have any other thing. So what happens? We have to carry those papers again. There is no interoperability. There is no data exchanges there. There is no connectivities there, and everything remains same in the old fashion. We have not moved, earlier way, the way we have seen telecom on fintech wave has come. Now I feel after this COVID era, health tech wave have come. So health tech is going to be the new technology wave, or tsunami, I should say, going to be there, because we are already very, very late. So the system will change from an organization-centric perspective to patient-centric perspective. Patient going to be drive the complete healthcare ecosystem. The patient is going to have everything available around that. So if you look at from that perspective, this is one of the things which I would like to highlight. You being a patient, you have a provisions in the technology world, to choose online any hospital, any doctor, can book an appointment online, can pay it. No need to stand in the OPDs. Might be OPD will more or less going to be limited to very, very specific area in the hospital. Majority will take place, telehealth will take place, and you will consult a doctor. He will prescribe you the medications or investigation. Then again you will be have a choice. Either you want to go to that hospital for investigation, otherwise you go to nearby lab or any other hospital. Your request will go automatically, and someone will get that particular request for medications, and then immediately the information will come to you. The medicine will be delivered to you. Similarly, for your investigations part, sample will be collected. So you will be not confined to the four boundaries of a hospital part. You will be, the whole ecosystem will opened up. So I will be have a choice as a patient to choose anything, get my facility availed anywhere, buy my medications are there, avail my home care services at my will, at my home or other places. So all those things will come. So you will be having virtual hospitals, virtual clinics, and maybe the kiosk kind of setups will be there. The specialist sits it and you can connect with them. So this is going to happen. Already the COVID has realized us we need to do all those parts. So one portion, all this will be interconnected. And once you have got this data available to you, then the tracking, daily tracking of your vitals or the messages or the care part will be tracked on that basis. So I'll just give you examples of how the technology is going to unfold. We are working on a project at this moment, and the biggest challenge we have seen in the industry, after you get discharged, maybe there's a bypass happen to a patient. Now he goes back. There is no provision, a very limited way. Hospital goes back to patient, ask them in regular basis how the treatment is, how he's feeling. So now we are working on a conversational AI, and through that conversational AI, we will be starting post-discharge follow-up with him on WhatsApp. A call will be difficult. Sometimes people are not very comfortable. So WhatsApp message will pop up in the morning. How, Mr. Jan, you're feeling it? For example, I take my case. And then you reply, I'm okay, but I'm having fever. So that the system will talk about how much is the fever, and then they say, okay, it's so much, okay, wait for one more day, we'll come back to get back to you. Then the next day and the next day, like that, 15 days, maybe the follow-up is required, or in between something happens or critical, which is abnormal, immediately alert will go to the nurse or to the doctor is there. My friend lost his elder brother because there is no proper follow-up. He was a cancer patient, and post chemo, the BP went down and he collapsed. So that has realization has given us if we should do something on that post discharge treatment or follow-up. Similarly, there will be pop-ups will be there, or chatbot will be there, which is going to, before you take admission, system will guide you. Okay, do you have the insurance? You say yes. Say upload your insurance documents. The document will be sent to the insurance companies. They will validate to you, and then by the time you reach his next day the hospital, everything is ready. The problem which happens, couple of hours it takes before you get admitted, because all these paperwork, all this communication, and there is no connectivity. There always is, it kills the time and have the inconvenience to the people. So these are the few examples I have given to you. And then the home care going to be, or virtual care going to be play the major role. A lot of things will shift to the home care. You have got already started dialysis, chemo, small centers are there, which is taking place, and so on. Then the entire payment part, maybe the cashless transaction will be there. Everything will be interconnected. Like the way Paytm happens, healthcare also will be revolutionized. Already is happening it, but more you will see your all these cards will be automatically linked, and its payments will be done. And then your ambulance or transportation facility will be there. So this whole new ecosystem will take place. I just give you one more example. I was talking to one of my friends in London, and he was telling to me his complete medical records are available to the grocery shop or malls. And when he go to that mall, if he's a diabetic and he chooses to buy certain things which is being recommended as by the dietitian, so he will get discount on that. So there is a provision that they can know Mr. X is diabetic or is a heart patient. These things doesn't suit to him, and if he buys that, they should be promoted as a discount. Similarly, the medical record will be available to Transport Authority and other authorities are there. So all this ecosystem, not only in healthcare, will get merged or accumulated together as one piece. So my information will be known to anyone who is interested if the required access is given. I just give another example is there. He was traveling from airport and going to his home, and slightly he stopped in between the car. So the cop came immediately and asked it, okay, Mr. Do you have any problem? Are you okay? I came to know you have a problem, heart problem, and while traveling you stopped one place. Is everything is okay? Fine. So what it happened? It happened because the medical records are available to the cop also with the car registration number. I'm just giving few example what happening it. India has to catch up. We need to catch up. We, the technology company, has to catch up and bring all these things together as a one piece and serve the to the patient's part. So how is going to happen? The happen is going to happen. We're going to do the three things as a technology part. One is the collecting of the data capturing should be there, and then the storage will be there, data cleaning will be there. That portion will be taken care. Second thing will come to make this data more intelligent and convert into actionable item. So the AI ML will take place. Like the example I've given to you, post here. So my data will be more meaningful. It will be drive out. It has already taken the place on the data. If anyone is unwell or maybe it's medical condition, you can predict him. He may be having heart problem in next 10 years or 20 years. Those things will be very, very going to take place by AI ML. And another interesting thing which I'm saying is going to be all machine oriented. एक जो हिंदी में कहते हैं machine बोलेंगी, like the way we see Alexa, Siri. We talk to Alexa and then he says, okay, switch off the AC, open my lights and so on. So similarly, all these wearable devices will talk to you. You will be always some doctor, somebody will be there who will guide you. If you miss out your medication, it will tell you need to take medicines. If you miss out your vaccination for your child, if you miss out any other thing which is required, system will tell you, all will be available. Everything will be IoT enabled, chip enabled, which will transferring, putting the data into the ecosystem, and then the people will be there who will be capturing and analyzing it. And this going to ultimately going to be engagement, which I told to you, all mobile apps, all latest IoT devices, anything which you for that sake will be available to you, and it will be Health Mart, health mall should be there, all online like Amazon, and we on that basis you can choose that. So the infrastructure and then the intelligence and the engagement model will going to drive the new ecosystem. Then these are few things which I'm saying it post 2014 or 2041, when I will be in my 70s, almost going to be 74, 75. And hopefully I survive and able to see what I'm talking about today. It's all, everything will be automated, digitized, everything is connected. AI ML will be there to diagnostic predictions. Then all your insurance approval system will be integrated. Voice-based EMR, HMS will be available, and clinical decision support system will be there. Use of blockchain will be there to make the data secure. The chances of theft or making manipulation by anyone will be all eliminated. By use of virtual reality will be another real thing will be there. 3D printing will be another part where using the 3D technology, we can artificially create the organs, implants, or something which we would like to replicate to the patient's treatment. Then augmented reality, robotics going to play a role. I was in Netherlands a couple of years back and I saw the innovation center, and robotics, they were using it for neurosurgeries out there. We have no robotic pharmacy in one of the hospitals in India where Akilacha is implemented there. Very nicely, the robot picks up the medications out there. All IoT devices based on that. Then nanotech, nanobots, and those going to tell you about the early diagnosis or treatment or cancer part. Those things, all those will be put together, going to be the new story, new way we operate. And I wish we should able to see those part. Thanks to the Honorable Prime Minister taking up the Ayushman Bharat Digital initiative. And this is a very, very big step. This is my dream where we should able to connect all our centers are there. But now not only Akhil, all the hospitals will become on board on the platform. You have going to have a digital health ID or digital locker or certain provision, your medical record will be available and will be accessible to everyone. So the days will go where all traditional ways all will end. Everything will be technology driven, and technology going to drive everything possible. And we will all will get benefited by that by different segments of the technology part is there. So there are so many things to talk about, but I personally believe the future of healthcare is very bright, and we all have to work together to make it a success. As a technology firm, as a company who is having a good amount of hospital, we should work on that part to amalgamate other technologies and serve to the health to citizen or to the patients are there. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Let's wait and see and wish and pray to the God. Thank you very much.